Welcome to Game Chat, where Connor and I talk about the latest game news. In our news block, is it the end of console gaming as we know it? Microsoft restructuring, layoffs, and protests are really getting stronger. Say goodbye to the Switch. All that, and more on this episode of Game Chat. Hey Connor, how's it going?
Hello, Darren. Wait, it's Darren, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's been so long since we've done the last episode. I think I've acquired amnesia. I started forgetting things about myself. It was kind of scary. But I just wanted to stand out by saying, like, you definitely made some of these stories sound a little more dramatic what they really were. Like we'll get to it, but the Switch one still has a little bit of shelf life, just a little bit.
A little bit, but yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, you know, that console, like, it's like a decade-year-old. Like, I guess it is. I guess death is knocking on its door. Like it's gonna be discontinued sooner or later.
Yep. But we'll get into it later.
Eventually. We got to talk about ourselves first, right?
So, what you've been up to for about a month? I know it's been a month. Yes. Yeah. Unfortunately, our bi-weekly show is now becoming monthly show because we can't find time to schedule these shows.
Yeah, weekly is just a suggestion at this point.
Yes. So, I haven't done much. Same old crap as I've been doing over here on my side. So, it's just been, playing simulators and playing RV there yet and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm digging through some of my Steam library still as we speak. I've since acquired Shovel Knight, and I've been booted that up twice since our last show. So, yeah, the backlog still keeps growing. And yeah, so like as for like the all digital stuff that I have on my computer, I've still been very much into Archipelago, and lately I've been doing a series of live streams over this I'm a part of this asynchronous game, run by a host named Pengu on Discord. It's been going on for a little while, and it's probably going to be going on for a very long time actually, since progress has been slow for now, but I'd imagine once everyone starts getting more of their things will be moving along.
Yeah.
Speaking of moving along, I gotta also start moving out these streams up further and ahead of time so I can get more people watching them, because so far a lot of these episodes have just been by myself, and kind of gets a little lonely talking to the void, trying to explain what I'm doing when I'm the only one listening to myself.
Here's a hint: don't talk. I've done that for years. Just after a while, you just stop talking and just talk to yourself, like doing this.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, just say, "Hi, I'm still here. Yes, we're still here." Yeah. But most of then I tell people is the reason why I don't talk so much is until you start getting in the chat room, then I'll start talking.
Yeah, but if I just keep being chatty beforehand, then I'll be ready for when someone actually, arrives within the stream, because otherwise it'd be a little awkward if I'm just sitting in silence for 10 minutes, and then the one person walks in and asks how you doing, and then just it just makes it a little bit more awkward. So
well, sometimes people do like non-comments, just watching you play a game, but yeah.
Well, non-commentary is. I think there's some people that do non-commentary live streams, but I actually have a mic and stuff, so I want to use it.
Same here. I have a professional mic. I better be using it.
Yeah. And I as for non-PC games, I've recently picked up a pretty big haul from a local video store down in St. Albans. I've picked up Crash 2. I picked up Crash 3. I picked up Spyro 2. I picked up the Harry Potter game on PS1. The beloved meme of PS1 Hagrid. If you don't know what Hagrid looks like in that game, I implore you, please look it up. It's amazing. And I also got a Kirby's Epic Yarn, and there was something else I got in that haul, but what was it? Did I already list them all? No, I remember I got 6. Oh yeah, I got Star Wars Battlefront 2 for PS2. Ooh. Yeah. I have to specify PS2 because there's multiple Star Wars Battlefronts. There's the original Battlefronts for
Yeah.
5th, 6th gen consoles, and then there's the Battlefront reboot done by it was EA, right? Electronic Arts.
Yeah, who did Star Wars? Yes, it was EA.
Yeah, the infamous reboots with the Battlefront 2 was the one that was like really infamous with the loot boxes until they finally got their act together and just patched it out.
Battlefront 2. No, don't make sure I'm right. I think Battlefront 2 was one of the very first multiplayer Star Wars game that came out too.
Well, I mean, there's Battlefront 1.
Well, yeah, well, it's the most popular version of it, and yeah.
Yeah, like I think even the cover of the box said like best-selling Star Wars game. It was popular. Just this is coming from like the context of like 2026. PS2 servers are actually I don't know how PS2 servers work. I don't know if it's like a thing everybody connects to, just like like Xbox Live or PlayStation Gold. Like it's just like more of a local host thing. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be getting much online multiplayer out of my PS2 in 2026.
No, you'd be lucky to get anything. And I think it is. I think it's all local.
Yeah, but I mean, there is also the PC. There is the PC port of that game. Like I think that one's probably a lot more active if I was really looking for online stuff, but.
There's the PC version and the Xbox version because that's what I play. I played it on once in a while. So
right. Oh yeah, Xbox too. Yeah, I haven't even thought about like Battlefront 2, like the new one, in a while. Like even though I have actually gotten a fair bit of time in it once they've actually fixed the game, but I don't know. I just can't get myself back to online shooters. I'm just tired out on them, and nothing is ever going to convince me to go back to them, if I'm being honest. I just don't have the reflexes.
Yeah, well, neither do I, but I still have fun playing them. So let's move on to our trivia questions.
Oh yeah, I do believe I did ask a question on that like last week. Did I?
No, I don't think you. No, you didn't. It was me.
No, I did have a question. I did. It was about E3.
Oh. About E3, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I have honestly forgot. I have never checked up on like the comment section of these videos like ever. So I don't know if anyone actually responded to this question. So
did anybody respond?
Yeah, we're getting confirmation from the man behind the booth. What's a good word?
Well, anyways, let's move on to the question of last week's. What is the best-selling console of all times?
Well, we already talked about the PlayStation 2.
Yep, answer the PS2.
Yeah,
clocking in at 160 million units sold worldwide.
Yeah, and I think that what's like the runner-up to that at this point? There's probably Switch 1.
I think it is the Switch 1's the runner-up, or it could be the.
Responses on the last episode.
No responses?
Nope.
Aw. Well, I mean, I'm sure someone must have gotten it if they watched it. If they watched far enough to see my question.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the runner-ups for like console sales is like Switch 1, DS, maybe the Wii. Original PlayStation. I haven't caught up with the numbers, but like I'd imagine it'd be like predominantly Nintendo stuff since they made a lot more consoles than everyone else.
Yeah.
And now for our question for this week, what's this fifth place? No. Yeah. So like,
the answer.
Yeah, the answer to my question from last week, like from mid June, like last month, I was asking like, what did the 3 E's in E3 stand for?
Oh yeah, what are the 3 E's?
Yeah, and the answer for that was E3 is the Electronic Entertainment Expo, with in parentheses specifying that experience also would work for the third E, because it was specifically experience for the final show in 2021 because there was no expo, it was online because pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this was the go-to place for gaming announcements and just
for years. E3 and a lot of tech people were headed for Vegas.
Yeah, it was like the biggest gaming thing every
And
year.
I wanted to head to
And-
Vegas and just check it out. But
Yeah.
then slowly it faded.
And then it died because
Pretty much.
because it became a lot more viable to just do everything online instead of everyone gathering to Vegas.
Well, they also
wherever.
started turning it into more home entertainment.
Well, the same there with the Game Awards show.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, isn't Game Awards show these days just like mostly just celebrity speaking than just like actual like awards?
Yeah. The last one I watched, it was just more like here's a bunch of previews of what games we got. Oh, yeah, by the way, there's a bunch of awards here, too.
Yeah, it's not really. Or I don't think anyone's really there for the award show these days.
No.
Like they just want to know what's being announced, really,
Pretty much.
more or less. So, what's the question you got today, Trivia Master?
Trivia Master, what is the most played video game of all time?
Most played video. I feel like the answer to this one is a pretty obvious one too, but
It
maybe.
is.
It is. It is. Is it? It must be. Well, if you think you know it, do let us know in the comments. We would love to see your pretty faces since we've kind of been stuck in this little black void of this orange TV in our poor souls. And yeah, I mean, I know we say that we have a life outside of this, but it's all part of a script. Don't tell anyone else.
All right, let's move on to our news of the week. Let's start with, you want to do Sony or want to do Steam?
Sony. Well, I mean, we got. Well, I want to like start with like one of the big ones first. Like go like swinging out the gate with something big. Like,
All right,
you know,
let's do Sony's plans to discontinue physical copies as of January of 2028.
yeah, I'm sure if you've cared at all about Sony and gaming news, you probably heard this one. But yes, and as of in their plans of going into January of 2028, they plan to not make any more physical discs for any of their games, which means you're gonna have to get everything off their digital storefront, which means you're gonna have to agree by their terms, including the whole thing about not necessarily owning any of the games you buy. They can just take it away from you.
At any time they feel like it, even though you've owned the license. So
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a license really to rent, not really to keep. And
Yeah.
and I think there's all. It might be incorrect, but I think Sony also has like a thing in their EULA where it's like if it's like 36 months since you last been active, they have the ability to just shut down your account.
yeah.
Like so you just lose
Well,
absolutely everything.
I don't blame them because why keep account that nobody uses?
Well, what if they just remember it after the time period and want to go back? Like,
Yeah, sure.
Like-
Then you have to renew your account.
yeah, but like discs don't self-destruct after 3 years of not being played, do they?
No.
Yeah, that exactly. And the whole thing about their everything going to their storefront, their modern storefront, is that on top of that, they're also by next year they're gonna steadily then globally shut down the PS3 and the PS Vita storefronts. So like you have to get everything off of their
wow.
current renditions of the storefront, which I can't imagine a lot of people are still on their
PS3 or Vita.
and especially their Vita these days. But I know that those people are out there, and those people
Yeah.
really care about those consoles. They probably just have like some sort of like antagonism against modern Sony, which I mean I don't blame them. I don't agree with their modern statistics and such. So yeah, it's quite the shame.
It is, and my view is yes, it's shame for get rid of disc, but yeah, at the same time, it's a sign of the times.
Sign of the times, yeah, but it's always good to have the option.
Still have the option, but yet at the same time, look at discs. They scratch, they get ruined, they play for so much. But with digital copy, you don't have to worry about that. But here's where I agree with you, is that the fact that if you buy the game, you buy the license, you have the rights to keep it as long as you want.
Yeah, it's supposed to be our game now. Like, I don't know why they're still treating like it's theirs. Like, it's just like a big rental. Like, everything is like a Blockbuster all of a sudden.
Yeah. But at the same time, people like me who just buys the game or rents the game, beats it and never plays it again for another year or two, that would work too. But yeah, you know, you have these library of games that's sitting on your profile for to never play ever again.
Happens with either digital or physical. It's not a physical only problem, you realize.
Yeah, I know, it's a digital too.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a problem with gaming in general. Like, there's just so many games we can't possibly get to them all. But that's not necessarily part of the issue with stuff transitioning to all digital. In fact, on that note, it's like you do have to keep in mind that, like, especially in these recent years, it's becoming more common that, like, you get the disc for something, but that doesn't necessarily mean you actually have the game on the disc. Sometimes, like, the disc only has a string of code to, like, prompt an install off, like, the Sony store. So, like, you don't even actually have the game on the disc. You sneakily have a digital version of the game with all the downsides of a physical version, where you still need to put the disc in for it to be registered. So it's just,
and then once you download the game to your PS4 or 5, you no longer have to use the disc.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the main benefit. Like this would be all reasons why digital would be better. Like let's be real here. Like, if there was no downsides to digital, like if all these, like, extra terms and stuff weren't there, like, I don't think that many people would be less people would be frustrated with the whole disappearance of physical. But because ownership is being brought into question so much with digital, like, that's why they're still fighting to have physicality, and, like, not even just physicality, but, like, games actually on their disc, because they get to use them, they get to do it anytime. And yes, discs can deprecate, but, like, it's still a better alternative than just losing a game forever through no fault of your own. Like,
yeah,
yes, a disc can be scratched, it can be lost, but that's on you.
Yeah, it's on you. But yeah, I totally agree that once we own the game, we should be able to keep it forever.
Yeah. And another consideration is that, like, digital often is, like, more expensive than physical, when really it should be the other way around.
It should be, yeah. Digital should be cheaper than physical because you're not buying the disc.
Digital distribution doesn't have the same cost as physical, so why are we pricing both the same? That's simple as that. And in fact, I found this I got an article on this from a Eurogamer who, like, shared this graph made by a Dutch team called Tweakers, and you can view it here that, like, there's a blue line and a red line, and, like, that's, like, the PlayStation Store versus their findings on Price Watch. And the one I'm looking at right now is for copies of Marvel's Spider-Man 2. So you can see here on the digital storefront that, like, they basically almost all the time, like since in the over 2 years since Spider-Man 2 was available on the PlayStation Store, the price is locked completely at 80 euros with the occasional sales, which do get more frequent as the graph goes on. But after the sale ends, it just goes straight back to its original price. It never completely drops. It just sometimes goes down to 60, 50, and recently 40.
Yeah, it's dropped to 40, and then within, what is that, January of this year?
Yeah.
After January this year, it started going back up to $80 and then stays there.
Yeah, that's just, like, all the sales that goes on. So, like, yeah, so most of the time this game is not on sale and is at 80 flat. But meanwhile, when you're looking at the physical copies, like, they're on sale much more frequently and through like secondhand means, which they're going to be cheaper. So, like,
exactly,
you can see, like, the red line's almost, like, here, the red line's almost always underneath the digital choice, yeah. And it is, like, constantly trending downward. Like, you see at the very end of the graph, like, while the PlayStation Store is still at 80, the Price Watch tracked by Tweaker is
35?
It's like under half of, like, what the current price is on the store. So That's
30, about 30, 35.
Yeah,
I'm
it's like
trying
30,
to read this without my glasses. So.
It's like 38. Like you got to remember this. Remember, this is using euros, not like dollars. So like so slightly different, but
So it'll be 30, 40, about 39, 40, because the euro is about 1.4 for American dollar. So
yeah, and like I'm sure like that story about rings true.
It's almost $1 for it's almost neck to neck.
Yeah, just
the conversion's almost the same.
Yeah, is it slightly more for euro or slightly
less? More for euro?
Yeah, slightly more, probably like a couple pennies or so.
Yeah, like 14 cents.
Yeah, 14 cents, which I mean, we can't exactly compute by 14 cents exactly because pennies are being abolished. Don't ask why, but this is not an economic lesson. It's just
no, because I've looked it up recently because I want some other stuff that all right, how much is euro to the United States?
Yeah, and like this is also another graph for their findings on Elden Ring, and it's like it has seen a price drop permanently in the store, but it's only by $10, and still, and still it's like infrequently, like every once in a while, like its price gets slashed down to like 35, then back to 60 completely. Which I suppose that is the same thing of Steam, like with digital storefronts, like prices like stay at a regular price much more frequently, but Steam there's sales going on all the time on Steam. I don't think they're as common on like PlayStation or the Xbox stores.
No, Steam's always running 50% off or knocking it down to 60%. The ones that are not being played very often.
Yeah, it's basically completely consistent at this point. Like with Steam, but like every quarter of the year, there's going to be a big sale. So like you don't have to wait very long to like get something at a discount because. No. In fact, that's pretty much, I think, what their like marketing strategy is. Like they know
that's why a lot of people love Steam, is because of the fact that they'll buy a game. The game will go on Steam for like say $80. They know 5 months from now it's going to get dropped down to 40.
Yeah, and also like they know that when
and if it depends on how bad it plays, how bad it's at. It'll just keep dropping and dropping and dropping before you get a AAA, title for like $3.
Well, I mean, I was going to also say like another part of that like marketing strategy is that like they know that when it's on sale, people have a tendency to get way more things, like even stuff they don't necessarily play. So it's like, you were saying how we have like a whole library of stuff that we don't use, like. Steam pretty much is built basically exactly on the philosophy where we overspend on games we're not going to play, and then we just have a big library of stuff of things we'll never necessarily get to, and that's basically precisely how they get to be so successful, is because all these common sales make play to our temptations to buy.
Yeah.
Like, I can't fault them for that. It really is a good strategy.
It really is good strategy, and also talk about Steam. We'll talk about them later. GTA, we talk about that, how a game drop. I picked up GTA 4 for $6.
Yeah, and $6 physically, or is it
digital?
Oh, of course. Why do I question otherwise?
It was for the PlayStation. It was for the PC, but like I said, I haven't played that since PS3, and that's the game my PS3 died on.
yeah. That was like. Wait, hold on. Didn't Grand Theft Auto 5 also came out on PS3 too?
Towards the end of its life.
Well, I mean,
what I mean by PS3 life. Towards the end of PS3's life.
Yeah, it was like 2010.
Yeah, around 10, 11.
Yeah, so I mean, you can't even. I guess.
And then PS4 came out, and then that's when GTA 5 took off a little bit more when PS4 came out.
Yeah, but like I don't know what you mean, but like the Grand Theft 4 died on PS3 when like there's still stuff that came out after.
It died on my PS3.
Oh, your PS3.
That's where it died on my PS3 because the dang disk drive crapped out on it in the middle of the game.
Yep.
No, not the middle of the game, the end of the game. I was on the last boss, fighting the last boss, and then
and then your console bricked.
PlayStation, overheated and bricked.
That just seems like a curse of Gen 7 when it comes to consoles. It just seems it seems like every console has like a fatal error that like that.
PlayStation 3 was overheating.
Yeah.
It sounded like a jet airliner when that damn cooling fan came on.
Yeah. And Xbox had the red ring of death. Remember that? And I mean, I think anything the Wii's problem was just that it was so popular that people couldn't get it at times, but
yeah.
I guess we're thinking like stuff bad for like the company's perspective, it was probably because it was like super hackable because of like its GameCube backwards compatibility, I think.
Wii's problem with Wii, it was eventually like the PlayStation, it wasn't really the overheating problem, it was their disc readers would just quit on them. They would just stop working for no reason. Because that's what happened to mine. Then I turned mine into a Netflix watching machine. I used to watch Netflix on the Wii.
I don't remember disc reading being a problem on the Wii. It probably it's just an isolated incident on your part.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of it was isolated by a few of them.
Yeah, I mean, defective consoles, they're going to be a thing no matter what. But yeah, that's having your primary way of actually playing anything on it just go bad is just, well, I mean, I guess that can't be a problem with PS6 when it's never going to have a disc drive.
That's true. There's no problem with my Xbox Series either.
Yeah. Jeez.
I have digital.
The march of progress keeps on going.
All right, what do you want to hit?
Yeah, we talked about Steam. Wanna continue what we were trying to say about Steam?
All right, let's talk about Steam and how Steam has made over $1 million this year.
Correction, $1 billion. $11.1 billion grossed. Billion. Yeah, just in this first half of this first half of the year. This is another thing that came from Eurogamer with Eurogamer with their hot statistics that they don't do themselves. It's reporting on another. Doing their new stuff and reporting on what.
Wow, storefront continues goes from strength to strength. In first half of 2026 recorded the highest ever results, generating enormous 11.1 billion. Mm-hmm. You have to do that, okay? It's
billion.
You have to do that. Which is more than it's made during the game heavy ended of last year. Considerably more than it's made during the first half of 2025.
Yeah, we got another sweet bar graph here you can probably pull it up here, Alan, if you have the article in hand. But yeah, you can see here that it's just gradual upward trend. Like it just keeps going up and up every half of every year. Making like $11 billion in just half of this year. And mind you, that's quite a bit more than
that trend. There'll be $22 billion by the time the year ends. Wow.
Yeah, and 2025 accounting for both half. That's $20 billion approximately in 2025. Yeah, so. If you need a metric to determine just how popular, how successful Steam is, just let it be known. 2025, they made $20 billion off game sales, and look at the bottom here. We get more stats here. The biggest games of the year so far on Steam has been Forza Horizon 6. I guess I keep forgetting that Horizon series is very, very famous. Ranking in 197.7 million in under 2 months. Resident Evil Requiem managing 194.5 billion since its launch in February, and netting 3.4 million sales on Steam alone. And interestingly, 1.3 million of that is from cosmetic packs alone. Mm-hmm. Resident Evil Requiem. Yeah, I thought I was talking the parentheses. It says here, maybe Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced is onto something after all. Yeah, is that game launched with single player cosmetic packs?
Yeah, I think so.
Of course. And also Crimson Desert pulling in 190 million since its March of launch. Not bad, right?
Not a bad bad kickoff for a brand new franchise. Then interesting, they are a block of 3 indies making money for Steam. The Slay, Spyro 2, Subnautica 2, which I've played.
Subnautica 2.
Subnautica 2, which I've played.
And Mecha Chameleon, which everybody is talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game has already made over $70 million. And when did that game came out? Like less than a month ago?
Yeah.
I said it before, like we were going to start, like that, like this thing is just selling like hotcakes. Like I gifted a copy of that to like some of my close friends on the Discord, and it's ridiculous, and surprisingly not really any statistics in here about Pal World, considering like
I just saw a chart. Pal World is number 2.
Yeah, with player count right now.
With player count.
Yeah, and like
all time
player count. Yes,
is second.
Yeah, and I think
behind I think Resident Evil or something like that. I just saw it.
Yeah, it's like as of today, because like I know Pal World. I think Pal World had a much bigger like player count like when it was like first getting into early access like a couple of years ago. So like, I mean, 1 million players playing one game, like that is a huge feat in itself. But I think it was like something more like 2.4 million like in early access. And oh yeah, that's not even addressing the elephant in the room. Pal World 1.0, like it's out.
3.
It's 3 million?
No, it's third place.
Third
behind
place.
Dota 2
and Counter-Strike 2.
And Counter-Strike 2.
A lot of 2s today.
And then it's ahead of PUBG.
PUBG. Let me get a better look at these. What site do you go for Steam player counts?
I just went to Steam DB, but I just typed in
Steam database.
Top player count on Steam.
Yeah, I can check myself. Just if you're curious about what the like top 10 most played games as of like this current moment on Steam are, we have Counter-Strike 2 atop with currently 1 million at this current moment. And going downward, we have Dota 2, we have Pal World, we have PUBG, we have Taskbar Hero, which I think that's just an idle game.
It is.
There's literally a game called 5 capital M.
Which by the way, that's not a game. That's the GTA 5 servers.
No, that's just basically just GTA.
Then we have GTA 5,
and then we have Bongo Cat. It's a free game apparently, so I guess that's why a lot of people have it. Then there's Rust. Then there's EA Sports and FC 26 being popular, but probably just only popular because of the World Cup. Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, World Cup is recent. Yeah. And number 10 is The Binding of Isaac. That game is eternal.
And then number 11, just because it's there, is GTA 5 Legacy. 10 is Marvel, and then Apex Legend. We can just examine this list all day. Interesting how Legacy GTA 5 is doing a lot better than GTA 5. Well, I mean, why get GTA 5 enhanced when you have Legacy? Like, that's like more or less the same thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. They're just making it neat.
Yeah. Let me check all-time peak. Yeah. So all-time peak for Pal Worlds was 2.1 million players, which is currently the games that have a bigger all-time peak than Pal World as of now is Black Myth Wukong with 2.4 million. That's where I got the 2.4 million from. And then PUBG, as it stands right now, has an all-time peak of 3.2 million players.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, number 10 all-time popular is a game just called Banana. I think that Banana game was like part of a scam on Steam, I think. So, it was just like a get rich quick or something, that kind of thing. It's a little shady, if you ask me. Yeah, I gotta look at the database stuff more because I might find some new games off here.
Nail the Pale World and talk about that, how it is dominating Steam this weekend, clocking up to one. We just covered 2 stories.
2 stories in one. Wow.
We just covered up 2 stories.
Yeah, 2 stories. Yeah. I pulled up this article literally saying about how popular Pal Road was, and didn't realize we already just talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
okay, we just covered 2 stories in one. Yay!
Yeah. Well, it just saved us a bunch of time. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, what else? What other controversies going on? Oh yeah, Microsoft, the walking controversy.
Oh yeah, make sure walking Microsoft. Let's do Microsoft.
Microsoft. Never one to leave the conversation, huh?
No, unit stage coordination
protests.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so if you haven't heard, Xbox is doing what they dub a big reset of the company, in which they're
I might actually use this.
Yeah, they're trying to restructure their company, and as a result of that restructuring, there's like thousands of jobs being like laid off across like the Xbox division, like
1,600.
Yeah, like a wave of 1,600 layoffs. Like, and I think there's even more. There's like probably even more positions impacted by this. So while since the new CEO has entered Xbox, like they've been doing a lot of positive stuff. This whole thing about all these workers getting laid off seemed definitely a little bit extreme. And
yeah,
of course we got a lot of people that were part of that studio that were not happy about that. So they're coming together to do a protest to become a union. Some of the branches that involved are ZeniMax, but the Bethesda studio, and
ZeniMax, Bethesda, as well as a campus in Redmond, Washington.
Yeah, and there's ID Software, there's the Microsoft campus in Redmond, Washington, Obsidian Entertainment, and the Victoria Square Park in Montreal, which is also representing Bethesda of Montreal. I think the Fallout devs, like in particular, I think got really hit hard of those layoffs.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that.
Yeah, so really big hopes about Fallout 5 after that.
It's not, but it doesn't look good for Fallout 5 with all this.
Yeah, but I guess if there's some positive, like with these these protests coming together to try to make things more reasonable. I think some of these studios that did get laid off also became like independent again. Like they become their own
studios,
own entity.
Well, it's kind of sad that Batista is one of them. They're going to back off because they just picked up Batista.
Yes, my favorite gaming company, Barista. But I mean, Bethesda has a lot of fans like Elder Scrolls and Fallout. Beloved games, but also very glitchy games. Yeah. I mean, that's I guess that's what happens when you, as like a AAA gaming studio, can't move on from your old and dated gaming engine that everybody knows how to break.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So. I mean, I'd say like out of all the companies, they're far from the most renowned about their technical detail, but 16 times the detail.
Yeah, and it's always the same games over and over and over and over. By the way, talking about the same game, I'm going to jump into it. Wolfenstein. Real fast, just jump into it. Might as well talk about it since we're talking about Batista. Wolfenstein has been confirmed that this fall of this year they will be having another game.
Well, hold your horses, because this is not a Wolfenstein video game. This is a Wolfenstein tabletop game. It's basically you get D&D Wolfenstein. You get to take on Hitler's army in a completely piecycle format.
Yeah.
Completely physical format, as in not like actual fisticuffs or anything, but like as in game pieces, table, dice, and pen and paper.
So yeah, if you are a fan of Wolfenstein, the role-playing game, will have their own very own board game.
Yeah,
so.
Predicted to come out sometime in the fall of this year, so it'll come eventually. But hopefully, a real Wolfenstein thing is I think they probably already have like announced have they already announced like an actual proper Wolfenstein thing coming soon that isn't like an actual game that I just already forgot about?
We talked about 2 or 3 months ago about maybe a possible another one of the series.
I hope this is not what they're
talking about. I mean,
let me.
All right, let's see here. Anything else you want to talk about Microsoft? If not, we can move on to Stardew.
Yeah, like I think I've still already said what I can about like Microsoft stuff. Like I've not been keeping up like properly around this time. Like I know we're a news series and we don't keep up with the news. Yeah, despicable, but.
No, well, lately the news has just been what news?
Lots of news. We just haven't been looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess something more fun. So I'm not sure how expected this was, but Stardew Valley is getting its own pack for Magic the Gathering, and as part of its ever so controversial. Is controversial the right word? No, I don't think it's necessarily controversial. Divided. It's divisive. The Secret Lair series. Where Magic the Gathering has such crossovers with like Final Fantasy and Spider-Man.
Yep.
And SpongeBob.
And all these other characters you can think of.
All these properties that absolutely make sense of Magic the Gathering and their like style or anything. They're not just being sellouts or anything. But I mean, Stardew Valley, coming to the thing that I think that's pretty cool. I mean, Stardew Valley is just cool. Like just
it is.
Sentence. Yeah.
I
mean, do you consider yourself a bit of a Magic expert? Do you know these cards?
No.
Yeah, but I can see like from the Secret Lair stuff that like there's not a lot of most of it is like not monsters, which like there's a couple like Stardew Valley is a big game. There is some stuff to it, but most of it looks like it's gonna be like playable lands and artifacts and like spells.
Yeah, it's kind of like Pokemon, and
it's not Pokemon at all.
Okay, sorry, excuse me.
Knowledge gap here, but yeah, it's a
TCG.
Yeah, trading card game. Yeah. Do say the art in this is like pretty cool.
Oh, the art and it's great. I love the art.
Yeah, like some of it is like some of it's like blending it more towards like what is Magic's all about, but other of it uses more stuff based on like the game, like the actual like text box, style, the font.
Yeah.
I wish like all of it was like with the font, but like I think it's also interesting to see like a different take at all these locations and like the Magic art style. Like I especially like this one of like Pelican Town at like the bottom of this thing. Like I need to get like a better close up because that looks really cool. Like, that's the thing that I always love about these card. Like honestly, I'm just one of those people who just gets Oh, here's a better view of it right here. Oh yeah, that looks pretty.
I mean, the cards themselves look pretty. They're nice looking decks, for Magic games.
Yeah.
I've never really gotten into any of this.
I tried getting into Magic once, like during like a Crossroads thing, but like I just got pwned. Like I just have like this like light colored like starting white alignment like starting deck, and I think all the people that I was with that Crossroads at the time just actually had like their own. They
professional decks.
They actually have a proper deck with their own cards they got from booster packs, and I just had like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's like a brief moment where I tried getting back into it, like with like the card shop around town, but like it was kind of short-lived because like I didn't really have much of an idea what I was doing. Like I tried doing a practice game with my brother, and we just had to concede the game because we ended up having more health than what we started at the beginning of the game. It turns out like both the decks that I bought over the years were just like both like super stally decks.
Yeah.
Like I'm not here to cause damage or anything. I'm just here to waste your time.
I'm just here to heal ya.
Yeah. Accept my medicine. You must.
Yeah. It's like, okay, no, you're not.
Yeah, but yeah, I really wonder how actually like strong like these cards are for the game. I guess I'll read one of them out, like just to see if I can get anyone's takes on this. But I'm looking at right here the card called the Welcoming Committee, and it's It's a 4-cost card that requires 1 fire, it's not called fire. It's just colors. So 1 red, 1 green, 1 white, 1 blue. So 4 different colors. So that one's gonna be hard to play because I remember in Magic you only usually want to focus on 1 or 2 tribes of color. Not everyone. It's not usually optimal to do all 5 colors or even just all but 1 because it's synergy and stuff. But I'd imagine some people that know this game better than me. But anyway, what this card does, it's a legendary creature human soldier, which I don't see a single human soldier on here anywhere. But anyway, it says at the beginning of your end step, draw a card. Each player may put a land card from their hand onto the battlefield. Then each opponent who didn't draws a card.
Okay.
So it just makes people put more lands out. Yeah, I don't necessarily know what this does.
Because remember, Stardew Valley was farm escape or something like that.
Yeah, it's the first of all the many farming simulators that just seem like it's. It's probably like this game is how Slay the Spire
Farm
basically.
Valley.
Yeah, it feels like Stardew Valley is the same. It has the same thing. How Slay the Spire basically invented the deck builder roguelike. It basically made everybody want to do the farming sim. It's everywhere nowadays. It's every Nintendo Direct. There's a farming sim. Let's
jump on that bandwagon.
Yeah, just pull out the bingo card, farming sim, put it somewhere, guaranteed you'll get a stamp on it every time.
Guaranteed.
It's ridiculous, but well, I haven't gotten that bite to Stardew Valley goodness yet, so maybe I'll experience it one day. But
maybe I will too, because I don't have a Nintendo Switch. So
it's also on Steam too,
Oh, great, yes.
Oh
yeah, I know.
More things for you to buy.
More things for me to buy on more things I need to buy on Steam.
Yeah. Gabe Newell is a vampire who feeds on money.
Yes, and unfortunately I don't have that much money. All right, talking about Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, it's more Switch stuff. So we know 2 more GameCube games that are. Oh wait, this is not the. Oh, that's not the thing you were talking about.
Let's do about the console, then the GameCube.
Oh, yeah, the console, and then the Switch Online. So yeah. So the original Nintendo Switch is soon going to be no longer to be manufactured, going into 2027 in Europe anyway.
Yeah, in Europe.
Yeah. This is an article from IGN. Nintendo announced the change today in small print attached to its blog post, announcing that new versions of the Switch 2 console and its controllers will be coming to Europe next year. Manufactured to meet a fresh new EU requirement that electronic goods should feature user-replaceable batteries, which I'm not sure if you noticed, but you can replace the battery, or at least not easily with the original Switch.
No, you can't. You have to practically take the damn thing apart just to replace it.
Yeah, so this is a consumer rights thing that applies just specifically to Europe. So yeah. But while a Switch 1 Joy-Con with replaceable batteries will be made, no new Switch 1 console models will roll out. And that's probably also because this console's aging, and instead of making another refresh of it when basically everybody and their mother and their grandmother has one, they're instead just gonna cease production of it. Which, fair enough. There's there's an infinite amount of Switches out there anyway.
Oh yeah, there's tons of them.
Yeah, and they also made the statement below that not all their products will be updated to have use replaceable batteries. So products affected by this is the NES and SNES controllers for the Switch, the Pokemon Go Plus thingamajig, all versions of the original Switch, and including the Lite and OLED models, and the Pro Controller also won't have the replaceable batteries. And they also have a Mega Drive control pad 2 for Switch that's not being included either. So
and the NES controller for the Switch too.
All that's
also not Switch 2. Switch also.
Yeah, just Switch 1. Yeah, Switch 2 will get its
Switch 2 will be getting its portable or removable.
Your replaceable battery.
Yeah, replaceable battery next year, and they will be switching. Then they will be sent to Europe as well.
Yeah. So is it just specifically just going to be Europe thing? Is only Europe going to have like the friendly battery
pretty
replacement?
much what I've read is yes, is Europe. And I have followed up 2 days later. I followed up, and they says
From the article.
2 days later, and it says pretty much that they will not be selling. Or they will be selling outside of Europe the Nintendo One Switch. So I mean, it's So they're just Europe.
This is a European thing, which, man. And I feel like I kind of criticize Europe for some legislative stuff that makes it a little tough living there, especially when you're young. But it's got some nice things about it. Curious always to think about how things differ between different parts of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hopefully we'll get our own version of that stuff, like replaceable batteries, maybe also like replaceable games if they go offline, but that depends on if the Stop Killing games actually starts getting momentum, because they keep getting shut down when it comes to stuff.
Yeah,
like including the recent case of I think that's something I forgot to put on there if that hasn't already happened before, but the whole thing of they did the Californian court thing and they failed, and then someone made this very boisterous statement that Minecraft private servers or private servers of any kind are considered piracy, which makes it makes no sense.
Makes no sense. They're not private.
If it is an infringement of IP, then why is the Minecraft devs giving official support to letting you do it and with instructions? Don't you need the game to do private servers? Yeah, some people on this legislative branch are not qualified to talk about video games.
No, they're not.
They're not.
No.
They're probably thinking how private servers work on some other service, but they don't know. They don't have a clue. It's.
They don't. All right. Let's do the
the GTA 6 pre-orders.
No, the
a price too.
The GameCube thing.
Wait, I thought you said GTA.
I meant GameCube thing. No, because I'm looking at GTA's. I'm looking at what you're doing, but what is that? Okay, there's online game too. Somebody's rearranged the.
Somebody. That somebody is me.
Rearranged all my things, so I don't know what to click here.
Yeah, but I guess we can touch upon the GTA thing since it's pretty quick. But
yeah, GTA 6 we can touch on it only due to all it is
we know what it's actually costing now.
Yeah, and it's about as ouchy as you think it's going to be.
Yep, it's so I guess the rumors are true to some degree. It's $80 for base edition, and you might have heard some people say that it could cost $100, and it does, but that's the ultimate edition it's speaking about.
Yeah, that's the ultimate. So you want the base version, which is just the basic game with few little customization and stuff like that. Yeah, but for $80. But if you want the full blown all out, everything you want for GTA 6,
whatever that entails,
which is all customizations and everything you seeing and all that, you'll be getting it for 120.
It's just $100 for ultimate. $9.99, $99. It's a lot of numbers, but yeah. So it says here, this is an IGN article, by the way. It's so far, only Nintendo has sold a new game for $80, and Microsoft tried doing that at some point, but backtracked on it. So this is gonna be the first non-Nintendo game that has a base cost of $80, which I feel like that could set a really nasty preface that either could stay as it is, or worst case scenario, it just keeps pushing the envelope and things keep just getting more expensive and more painful for my poor little wallet.
Mine too. Is it $80 worth it? Yes, it's GTA, but unfortunately I'm going to wait until I see a few more gameplays to see if it's actually worth it.
Well, I mean, I never played a GTA anything, so I can tell you that that's an $80 that I'm going to be keeping myself for now.
I've played all of them, actually. I played from 3 up to now. I played.
I was going to say, even that weird, like, top-down one, like Grand Theft Auto.
I tried the GTA 1. I tried that one. That was the weird one, yeah.
Yeah, before they get famous with like the 3D open world and stuff, it was
I tried that. I played that one. That one was pretty, like you said, weird.
Yeah, like
compared
probably through like the PlayStation Classic, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, the PlayStation Classic was such a weird product. Like they had like a bunch of games that like the PAL version for some reason.
Yeah.
Like and it's like a bunch of the games, the famous games on PS1 are missing because they don't have the rights to them anymore. It's just it was a product. It was something you could have buy, but maybe you shouldn't have. But something you probably would be more interested in if you already have the console for it is that Switch Online. If you have the extended membership or whatever they call it, that allows you to play more retro games on the Switch 2, you'll have access to GameCube games, like on Switch 2 only, and just like their other services when it comes to like NES games, SNES games, Game Boy, GBA, all the other stuff. They're like trinkling new stuff on there, like it's like a bug with hardly any water on it, and instead of like pouring the rest of it out, they're just dripping it like very, very slowly. Like it's already been a year since the GameCube. In the year since it's announced its GameCube like add-on, the following games have been made available, which not necessarily in the order that they've been released, but like in order, alphabetical order on this article in Game Rant. They have on here Chibi Robo. They have Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, F-Zero GX, Luigi's Mansion, Pokemon XD, Gales of Darkness, Soul Calibur 2, Mario Strikers, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, and Wario World. The two games that they have initially announced for the service that they're still have yet to really release is Super Mario Sunshine and the original GameCube Pokemon, Pokemon Coliseum. The
one that I put the one I played.
Yeah, and it says here that we still don't have a concrete date on when it's actually going to come to the service, which is a little baffling. These are probably maybe Mario Sunshine at least is like the defining game, one of that console, and they haven't even put it up on the first year, and it's not even because they have they had in a collection the Super Mario 3D All Stars collection, but remember that thing was a 6-month product that was time based, and now there's not really an official way to get it anymore.
Yeah.
And that's just the thing about the service that makes me question why they take so long to put out all these games, is that people love the GameCube, but GameCube is so beloved that all the games on it start becoming rare. And when it's rare, it gets expensive. I'll tell you what, I paid $80, $90 just to get Luigi's Mansion in decent condition on the GameCube. You have to pay a subscription on the Switch, and we talked before, with these services, that also means you don't necessarily own the game because it goes away the moment you stop paying the subscription. But at least for a year or so, if you only intend to just play the game once or anything, just it is a money saver, a big money saver, just doing it through the Switch Online service. It's just, I just kind of wish they just have a proper eShop for these games instead of putting everything it's the subscription. I'm just tired of these subscription services. They suck the life out of you and
they
your
do.
money.
Just put it free. Or actually, that's how they make their money. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's working.
Yeah.
And, it's working for them with the people that are using it, but not all people have to go down that route.
No.
Hint, hint. Yeah, but I mean, if anyone who has been in the dark when it comes to Mario Sunshine their entire life, now's your chance if you have Switch 2.
Yep.
And I'm sure Alan would be a little happy to see that, because I think his kids probably haven't all that much experience with GameCube. Isn't that right, host? Yeah, Yeah, I'm sure they'll be thrilled to try it out.
You got plenty of experience with the GameCube.
Plenty? Oh, of course. Yeah. Of course, if you have a Wii, you can also, if you have an original Wii, you can also do GameCube games. So like, there's options, and if you're wishing for all of them to be cheap, you're kind of out of luck unless you're willing to bow down and just get some loose discs. Loose discs are always an option. Remember that.
Yep, always an option.
And carefully browsing through eBay. There's always there's lots of choices, but like,
yeah. But it's going to be the GameCube app, which means it'll be all the GameCube games that you want. That
you just all the GameCube games, which is currently 7. All 7 or so games.
Yeah.
Or it's currently 9 actually. I can't count, but it'll be 11 once these two eventually manifest themselves.
Yeah. And talk about one real fast. Talking about came back from the dead. Backyard Baseball is back from the dead.
Oh yeah, that game. I've seen that.
Yeah, I was one of my favorites when I was younger.
Yeah, like we missed out on a whole article like just like talking about all the upcoming gaming stuff, but like we can link that into the description if everyone wants to take a look, because it's a whole lot of stuff coming. Yeah,
this month, including, we'll just raise over it real fast, the Star Wars pack that we finally talked about for Power Washer 2, and Relic, The First Guardian, Doom Dark Age Revolution, the DLC, already been out.
The Volume 2 of the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection.
Yep, and all
that,
and a whole lot more. Splatoon Raiders, and you can. We'll put the description down in the bottom, or of this web of IGN, or just look up video games being released dates and a whole bunch of stuff coming this month. All right, I think that's it for us. What about you?
Yeah, I think that'll be.
Anything else?
I think I got nothing else in mind, so I think I shall be sending my way out.
See ya! As he hits the wall.
Ouch.
Literally hits the wall.
Yeah.